Doc Talk. Welcome to Doc Talk. We have the majority of the GNGE contestants out here, and we would be renounced if we did not kick it to Lee right now, who had a shank on 17.
I think Lee's more interested in talking about the poor farm in Texas.
So let's get in here, Lee. Thank you. Give it to me.
Well, you know, when I got to 17, I thought to myself, well, you know what? You can go lob wedge.
I don't know what
then-
that means.
What is a lob wedge?
Enunciate it a little bit more.
Lob wedge.
So you wanted lob wedge, and yet you put out the 8-iron.
Yep, you know, I just had to go for it. It was part of the tournament. You have to go for it every shot.
So
And,
what part of the tournament was it when you held out your club?
Well,
that
number
shanked it in the
17.
woods?
Number 17, you know, up, down, well, I was up by 3. There's not too much to say. Shanked it. Tournament's over.
Now, one of the also laggards that shanked one, Sean Mullery, on hole 1, he shanked 3 shots in a row. Sean, what happened on hole 1?
Well, let's talk
and
about
can
it.
you just break it down shot by shot for us?
Well,
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
let's
Give
talk
it to
about
me.
before hole 1. Driving range was awkward. Driver was slicing as normal. 3-wood straight as a tit. I said, driver, no, not today. 3-wood, it's my day.
Didn't happen on
Pull
hole
up the
1
3-wood
though,
on hole 1. Hit one about 50 yards into the thatch. I found it.
Was that the rhubarb or the thatch?
Well, there's some tomato plants down there, but I found it. So now I'm hitting like 530. I still have about 530 yards left. Hit one straight left into the trees, gone. Go up there, drop. Hit another one straight left into the trees, drop. Now I'm shitting my pants.
How did that feel
The lead
after
is gone.
you
Well, the
hit
pants
there?
were so
I'm
tight.
already-
How did that feel after the drop?
Well, I shit my pants, and their pants were so tight that there wasn't much room for the
Did
shit.
you shit your pants? Is that figurative or did you literally shit your pants? Bring it to me.
Well, I just let a little squirt out, so it wasn't that
One
bad.
squirt, one penalty stroke.
What do you think? But the next shot, I sliced it all the way across the fairway into the woods on the right-hand side. Drop. Next shot, pull like a 3-wood, because I'm still like 300 out. Let's just get up there. Let's get deep, right?
Real deep.
I hit one almost completely straight left. Almost hit the cart Kyle's sitting in. Rolls into a bunker.
That was dicey.
From there, I'm up.
Then what happened?
I don't know. Maybe I got 6, 7 more shots from there for a 13.
How did that feel?
It was deflating, Brady.
Who was the first person you thought about after that hole?
Well, probably myself. I had a 13 earlier this year when I was up. I think 3 or 4 shots on your brother Seth Daggett, going into number 18 at the Meadows at Mystic. There's $20 on the line. It was a long carry across probably about a 180-yard marsh. I hit the old 3-wood slice. No, hook. Seth didn't tell me that there was a drop area on the other side that I could have just dropped. I continued to hit 2 more into the marsh.
Speaking of Seth, you had a really topsy-turvy round. You were down and you were up and you were down and you were up. Tell us about it. Give it to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I really came out with a lot of heart, a lot of spirit heading into this round.
How did
I wanted
that
to
spirit
keep
carry you?
possession of that chalice?
There was about 5 holes in there where you almost parred every single
Yeah,
hole.
I took my lumps in the sand. First few holes, just couldn't seem to pick one clean out of there, and it cost me. You know, it's just one of those things, one of those sand things. But ended up coming back and playing some good golf down the stretch. I thought I really battled my tail off and hit some good golf shots. You know, I think at one point I really chipped into the lead, and then the wheels seemed to fall off. You know, I got a little bit hot under the collar with that windbreaker I was wearing just on my bare chest.
Speaking of hotter in the collar, Kyle, you really were close, but yet you weren't that close. You never really hit that many good shots, did you, today?
No, I sure didn't. It's pretty ugly. I got lucky a lot.
A lot of luck, huh?
Yeah, I did. It was a lucky 89, I'll be honest with you.
Which hole is that on?
All of them, really.
All 9s on every hole.
Bogeys on every hole, but it could have been a lot worse.
I was reading online that you got 12 bogeys in a row. Is that true?
It is true, barely. I hit a couple of really long putts to do that as well. So
How did those par putts look?
I didn't really have any par putts whatsoever today.
That's good. Tweet, you saw the meltdown happen on 17. What do you think about that for someone that's also meltdown on 17?
Yeah, I can definitely relate. Felt pretty tough for the kid.
Do you have any advice for him?
No, I obviously have no advice at all since I've never been able to pull it off myself. Unfortunately, I've continued to falter every year I've been here, so I obviously have no advice for anyone there. I do have advice, but I don't think they should listen to it really. So,
Well,
my advice is to continue to play strong. I think lob wedge would have been a good choice on that par 3. Just to lay up on it.
Yep.
Well, I think the one
I
person.
second that.
I think the one person that does have advice is the chef. He's a former winner. He's someone that always keeps an even keel. Chef, do you have any advice about how you win this tournament for those that haven't won it?
A lot of perseverance, right? I mean,
You gotta have the right spirit, right?
you gotta have the right spirit. I mean, you guys have seen me out there. I can shoot a fucking 15, fucking any hole, any day.
He can.
And
in
I can
fact,
come
shoot
back
15.
and I can fucking maybe get a par, maybe get a bogey, right? It's consistency, and spirit, and a lot of perseverance.
And before we cut off, Chris, you're one of the most experienced players here. I'm sure something you can say would benefit people in the future. What do you have to give advice
elder statesman.
for?
Just 66. Do 66. That's what.
That's a great point. Do the 66 and just, what else needs to be said? Don't sit over the ball and do the 66. So we're signing off from the Duck Talk. This has been great. Everyone enjoy themselves. We'll read this online later. Goodbye.